Hello and welcome to another Pokemon Showdown live battle. I'm not Orangejuice, and we have an OU battle against Dragoniter, and I'm not really in the mood to think, so let's just lead up with Deoxys Speed, because that's what Deoxys Speed does best. And you're actually going to bring in your Talonflame, which is slightly problematic, because that thing does get the priority Brave Bird, and Deoxys doesn't really appreciate that. I don't think Thunder Wave is going to be doing too much, to be honest. And Taunt is not really a good option either, but looking at your team, you don't have anything to defog or rapid spin my Stealth Rocks away, so let's just get the rocks up first. And you're actually going to go for Swords Dance, which is pretty inconvenient, if I may say so, and I'm wondering if I should go for Thunder Wave, perhaps? At least that way I can outspeed with my Aegislash, and Aegislash or Bisharp maybe even can take care of that thing. So actually, let's just go for a Thunder Wave, and if you go for another Swords Dance, then too bad. And you're actually going to go for U-Turn, and that did a holy crap load of damage, and not that surprising considering Deoxys Speed is pretty frail-ish. And now you're going to bring in Aegislash, and there's only a couple things that an Aegislash can do to a Deoxys Speed, one of them being Shadow Sneak, which is obviously the thing I'm expecting here. In which case, I should go out to my Landorus, but what if you predict that and go for a Shadow Ball? I'm perhaps overthinking this and I'm a bit overhyped, but I'm not entirely sure what I should be doing in this case. And Taunt would be a great move to force a switch out eventually, but I'm not sure if that's a good idea either. Maybe a Fire Punch would do some damage, but considering Aegislash's super bulk, it won't be doing much, especially if it went for a Shadow Sneak, because I would be dead anyway. So I'm thinking maybe I should just go into Landorus and preserve my Deoxys Speed. I can put something else to Paralysis eventually, and you know, that would be pretty nice. So I'll Intimidate it. You're going to go for Shadow Sneak, so yeah, good move on my part. And I'm assuming you have the weakness policy or something like that, which does scare me a bit. And I'm actually just going to go for the safe knockoff, except that would lower my defense if you went for the King Shield, which you are probably going to do. So first of all, I'm going to go for the Earthquake, and you're going to go for King Shield. That's fine. And I'm not sure if knockoff takes away the weakness policy before or after its effects take place, so it's going to be a weird one, but let's go for a knockoff and see how that goes. You're going to go for Shadow Sneak, and that's pretty cool because the knockoff's actually going to knock out the Aegislash, and I guess that's pretty funny because the move is called knockoff, you know? But I don't see anything else happening, really. Let's see, what can you bring in at this point? Probably that thing, Gyarados, or even the Greninja, because, I don't know, they'll be able to do some stuff to me. And if the Greninja comes in, let's see, what can I do? I could probably go into Bisharp, but no, actually I would probably sack my Deoxys Speed. What if the Gyarados came in? What then? Then I would panic, and I would go for the U-turn, and then we'll figure where it goes from there. But then, I don't know, Gyarados is pretty fast, I don't even know what to do. So, yeah, what you gonna do? I'm still waiting. I'm just talking on and on about things that haven't happened yet because you denied to do anything. And actually, I just realized you could probably bring in Breloom, but then if you're going for the Spore, I guess I could just sack my Deoxys or something like that, but hey, whatever, you brought in the Greninja, and as I said, I'm probably going to sack my Deoxys, and then I could go into my Scarf Genesect, and then I can U-turn out, and then it's going to be a nice day. You're going to go for Scald, so maybe I shouldn't go into my Genesect, maybe I should go into something more appealing? I don't think that's the right word, but let's see, what can I do? I could probably go into Gardevoir, actually, and ooh, that's interesting. I would trace the Protean, and wow, okay. This is perhaps a bit stupid, but hey, let's just go into the Gardevoir. I traced the Protean for now, but I don't think it's going to matter. I think I'm just going to Mega Evolve anyway. And then I will go for, should I go for Hyper Voice? Or the Focus Blast, because if the Mawile comes in, I might be at a pretty darn bad spot. I think I'm just gonna go for a Hyper Voice. Alternatively, I could go for the Psychic and it would hit a lot of stuff. I'm gonna go for the Hyper Voice. Let's see how much damage that does to whatever's incoming or staying in. If it's staying in, it's going to be this Greninja and it's going to take a big loud voice to the face and it's going to die. And yeah, I don't know. I can't help but think that you're a pretty slow player, considering I'm pretty slow and yet you're slower. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying I'm recording and you will be henceforth known as that one slow player. And I'm not sure if that's what you want. And I don't know, you're not leaving me much option, you're just leaving me here, and I'm even considering scratching my leg. And in fact, I'm doing it right now. Look, I'm scratching my leg. You can't do anything about that. What you gonna do? And okay, you decide to go for Dark Pulse, which is perfect because I went for Hyper Voice. Your Greninja is dead, and that's one fast thing out of the way, I suppose. But now you bring in that thing. And I guess I could just keep going for Hyper Voice, and if you Mega Evolve, it's going to be super effective and it's going to kill you. But I'm wondering why you brought that thing in. Oh wait, that thing's not Mega, the Mawile is. In which case, I'm assuming that thing is Scarfed. In which case, you'd go for Waterfall or something like that. In which case, I guess Aegislash is the right move at this point because I don't want you getting Moxie Boost or something like that. Except, you do actually Mega Evolve. So why do you have that Mawile? This is concerning. This is very, very bad. I'm gonna have to go into Landorus to get the attack down thingy. And you're going to go for Earthquake, so that's fine. And now I can U-turn out into Genesect, who can probably be able to get rid of that thing. And actually, whoa, hold on. I didn't actually expect to be faster than that thing. So if that thing went for Dragon Dance, then I might be at a pretty bad spot. Bisharp won't be able to do much to that thing, and you know what? Genesect is a pretty good call. Let's go with Genesect. You probably went for Ice Fang anyway. What you go for, man? You went for Ice Fang, and you missed, so that's double the better, super duper awesome. So let's go for U-turn, and sadly your Kung Pao is just going to go down without having done much. And now I have to go into something that probably won't be able to handle any of the things on your team, so Aegislash. Does Aegislash sound good? Yeah, let's go into Aegislash, and then I'm assuming you're going to bring in your Talonflame, in which case I would just double switch out into my Landorus. Yay, here comes the Talon. Whoa, that's a lot of damage. Let's go into Landorus, and Landorus should be able to get the Intimidate off. You probably went for Flare Blitz or something like that. Yeah, big deal. Landorus Therian doesn't even care. Now, what am I thinking of doing? Probably Knock Off. I think that should kill the Talonflame at this range, unless you have Roost, in which case, screw you. But let's try it anyway. Knock Off, here it comes. Actually, there's no reason for you to switch. It's either you Roost, or you stay in and go for another move, which would probably be Brave Bird, I'm assuming. So yeah, I'm just gonna go for the Knock Off. You're going to go for Acrobatics. That works too, but now your Talonflame is dead, and the only things remaining are a non-Mega Mawile and a Breloom. So, what should I be doing? You know what? That small singing session just left me very bedazzled and I don't remember what I was really talking about. So let's talk about life. How are you guys? I'm doing pretty well. Life is pretty good. At this point, it seems my life is just becoming more of a repetition than anything else, but hey, I'm happy and that's what's important, right? And actually, I haven't been able to record much these days, so there's that too. And now, this video is becoming more of a rambling session than anything else because you're taking so goddamn long, but I still don't hate you. You're still a pretty cool guy by the looks of things. And your avatar is that of Aaron, and I don't know what to think of Aaron. But hey, you bring in your Mawile, and it seems to have Sheer Force because I didn't see the Intimidate happen. So I guess I can just go for an Earthquake and get rid of that thing. I don't think a Sucker Punch should be able to kill me. And if it does, then I might be in a bit of trouble, but not really because I still have 4 Pokemon left that can possibly and potentially get rid of that thing soon. So let's go for an Earthquake, and I'm just going to destroy that thing because apparently you're not going to do anything significant. Now the only thing you have left is that Breloom, and I'm thinking I should go out into something that can absorb the sleep, such as Bisharp, because Bisharp isn't going to be doing much in this game, and I don't know. It's going to die to a Mach Punch from a Breloom anyway, so I'd rather have that thing asleep so that it doesn't just randomly become a useless death later on, if you know what I mean. So, this shouldn't be that hard. The only Pokemon you have left is Breloom, and there's only a couple things you can do now, and at this point, I think I've won the game. Unless something horrible happens, which shouldn't happen because I still have my Aegislash, which, if I remember correctly, completely walls Breloom's usual sets, unless it can learn knockoff. Can Breloom learn knockoff? I wouldn't be surprised if it could learn knockoff, and if it does, then that would be a horrendous thing. It would be such a scary thing, but at this point I don't think that's possible. And will you just make a goddamn move? Someone's chatting to me and I can't even go to another window because you're going to kill me. Okay, you're going to go for the Drain Punch. My Bisharp is going to die, but it's fine. It's okay. Everything is perfectly fine. Let's go into the Gardevoir. I am faster, right? This Hyper Voice should be annihilating you, and you are sashed. Okay, that doesn't matter at all. That doesn't matter one tiny bit, because Aegislash should be able to Shadow Sneak your ass. So let's go into Aegislash. What did you go for? You went for Bullet Seed. That's going to do a maximum of like 40% of my HP, which is probably not enough, and if you got a critical hit on each one of them, then you would have done about 60, which still would have not been enough, so I guess this is going to be GG. I'm going to go for the Shadow Sneak, knock the Breloom out, and that is going to be one dead-ass Mushroom. And this is going to be one happy Sword and Shield, whatever the heck this is. Is this a possessed sword? Well, either way, GG, thank you for playing. You took a while, and now you've got me fired up for no reason, and I'm gonna have to go find another battle. So, good game, Dragoniter. I hope to see you next time. And let's go find a new battle. Did I already say that 5 times? Because I have a feeling I did. Okay, goodbye. Welcome back. We're going to be going against DjAvicii with the same goddamn team. And actually, I forgot to explain. Last time, I forgot to mention that this team is one that I'm testing. And, I don't know, I just wanted to test some different Pokemon like Mega Gardevoir, this thing, what's this thing called? Bisharp? Yeah, and deoxys Speed. So yeah, I guess it's pretty cool. But anyway, back to the battle. Looking at your team, you seem to have, maybe you have Defog on that Togekiss thing. And in the whole scheme of things, Stealth Rocks doesn't look like it's going to be doing too much, so I'm debating whether I should actually lead with deoxys Speed. And I guess I'm going to do it anyway. And that somehow ended up sounding like a bit of a song, but nevertheless, maybe I should go for Taunt, maybe I should go for Stealth Rocks. You're probably going to go for Volt Switch. I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rocks. No, wait, I'm not gonna do that. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Final decision. Yes, I am. I'm going to lay some rocks on your goddamn territory, and you're going to step on them, and you're going to cry on them like you just stepped on a million Lego pieces simultaneously. And when I say a million Lego pieces simultaneously, I mean like the power of stepping on one Lego piece multiplied by a million. And not actually, you know, I'm hoping that you actually got what I meant, but you probably didn't, so how about we just move on to something else? Hello there! Hello, DjAvicii. Hello, myself. You are a very fine gentleman. You seem to be wearing a nice suit and everything. But I'm seriously running out of stuff to say because it seems like no one is just... everyone's taking their time. But hey, I go for Stealth Rocks, you go for Will-O-Wisps, you miss! That's beautiful. So now I'm going to go for the Taunt. Because why the hell not? You're probably going to go for a Will-O-Wisp again. Unless I'm stupid. Let's see what you're going to... okay, yep, you're going to go for Will-O-Wisp. And don't give me that face. Don't give... You're giving me all kinds of nasty faces in the chat. And it's not my fault you got hacked. Please. It's not my fault. You gotta believe me. Anyway, I think I'm going to go into my Genesis. No, wait, you're going to go for Volt Switch, aren't you? Or Hydro Pump, maybe. I guess I could go for Fire Punch and hope for a burn. So, yeah, let's just do that. Let's go for the Fire Punch. It's not going to do much at all. You're going to go for the Hydro Pump. That does about half. And this is the part where I switch out. This is the part where I really switch out, because I'd like to keep this thing so I can T-Wave that Gengar, or even that Togekiss maybe. And I won't be able to do much at this point, so... does Aegislash sound like a good idea to you? I'm back because telephones and magic numbers and windows. Anyway, where are we? I was called an asshole in the chat, so there's that. Thank you very much. And what am I going to do at this point? Probably going to Bisharp? No, wait, you're going to go for another Hydro Pump. So Aegislash it is. Let's just go into Aegislash, and then we'll figure out what to do. Hydro Pump's actually going to do like 31%, and your taunt wears off. Holy fuck, that's not good. And excuse my French, but you're going to go for Will-O-Wisp now, aren't you? That is not the most convenient thing on earth, and I'd rather preserve my Aegislash for as long as possible. Damn, I don't really have anything I can do. I'd really like to preserve my Aegislash, so I'm going to go into my Deoxys speed. I should have just stayed in earlier. I should have just let it die. And I'm not thinking properly because it's... You know what? It hasn't been that long since I woke up, and I really don't want to do... I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about stuff, and I got a critical hit there, which is cool. But also, I'm dead, so that's always something to look forward to. And now what am I thinking of doing? Probably going into Gardevoir. And Gardevoir is mildly specially defensive, so I shouldn't be able to take too much damage. But anyway, I'm going to Mega Evolve, go for the Hyper Voice, and this should do some massive damage. And although the gender is random, it seems Gardevoir has correctly and rightfully so ended up female, and it's not scary at all. So now you're going to bring in your Jirachi, and I'm assuming it's Scarfed, otherwise you probably wouldn't have brought it in here. And you're probably going to go for Thunder Wave or Iron Head, both of which can be alleviated by me going into Landorus Therian. And you are going to go for Iron Head. Perfect! Now I can set up my rocks. Wait, what? No, wait, this isn't my rocks thing. Yeah, never mind everything I said. I'm just gonna go for the knockoff. You're going to switch into Rotom Wash, and it's conveniently going to die. Thank you. I hate Rotom Wash. That thing's just everywhere, and you just need those very important Pokemon to get rid of it. But anyway, what am I thinking of doing? You're probably going to go for Ice Shard, aren't you? I'd really like to save my Landorus Therian. It's the only thing that can get rid of... well, actually, Jirachi is the only thing it could potentially not... God damn it, I cannot talk. That is problematic, considering this is going on YouTube. Isn't that embarrassing? Anyway, what am I going to do? I don't know, I could switch into Genesect, predicting the Ice Shard, but then I can't really do much. I could go for Knockoff, predicting the Ice Shard. I mean, what? No, predicting anything else than Ice Shard. And I'm not sure how well that is going to end for me. Which is why I'm not going to go for Knockoff, I'm going to go for Earthquake. Please don't go for Ice Shard. Oh, you didn't. That's great. You went for Earthquake. Okay, great. You tried to predict me, and you derped. So, now I can go into something else to get rid of that thing. And Bisharp seems to be quite the right answer. Let's go into Bisharp. Please go for Ice Shard. Yes, you went for Ice Shard. How perfect. And god damn it, phone, stop calling me. I will be right back because I have to answer this phone. I'm back, and the last thing I remember is going through a couple of nice predictions, and let's just go ahead and do another. If I remember correctly, Mamoswine is faster than Bisharp, so I should go for Sucker Punch, if that thing is going to attack me, that is. And I think that is the right choice. Let's go for Sucker Punch, and you're not going to die. You're going to go for Stealth Rocks, and that is slightly inconvenient. Very inconvenient. Let's go for another Sucker Punch. You're going to go for Ice Shard. Ew. Okay. Well, let's go for another Sucker Punch. And now you're dead. Okay, good. So at least I didn't lose too much by doing that. And all I got was some rocks up on my side, which technically, I mean, it shouldn't be doing too much to me. It's a bit late in the game, and it shouldn't matter too much. I think. And I say that with a lot of caution because that hubris or pride or whatever thing could end up killing me. Yay! Okay, now you're going to bring in the Gengar, and this isn't funny at all. You're probably going to go for Substitute or some random crap like that. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Think, think, think. No Brain Blast there. What you gonna do? You're probably gonna go for Substitute? Let's go for a knockoff, see what happens. You're going to go for Substitute. Okay, good. Good, 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 good. Now what are you going to do? Let's go one step at a time. You're probably going to go for one more Substitute, predicting a Sucker Punch on my end. Correct? Let's go for another knockoff. You're going to go for Disable. Fuck! Okay. Now you're definitely going to go for a Substitute, right? Lovely. And I'd really like to keep my Bisharp alive. Let's just go for Iron Head. And you're going to go into Togekiss. Okay, I mean, if you want to die, I mean, I'm fine with that. I really am. What you gonna do now? Aura Sphere? I don't know, you're probably gonna do something. Right? Aura Sphere or Flamethrower is what I'm expecting. And Gardevoir won't be doing too much after this, so let's bring in the Gardevoir. If it dies, it dies. If it doesn't, it probably doesn't. And you're going to get rid of rocks on both sides, which is actually pretty good for me. So I don't mind. I really don't mind. And what am I going to do? Hyper Voice? I'm assuming Hyper Voice because it does get rid of everything on that team. Actually, no, it doesn't. What the hell am I even talking about? I'm going to go for Hyper Voice anyway. And your Togekiss is going to die, which is a bit sad because Togekiss is like one of my favorite Gen 4 Pokemons. And Rotom is the other. And that should be obvious considering nothing at all. But anyway, you're going to bring in your Jirachi. I'm going to go back into my Landorus because no, wait, are you going to predict that? I'm looking at you. I don't know, let's just go into Landorus, see what happens. And I'm going to lower your attack, you're going to go for Fire Punch, and you're going to burn me. Okay, that's perfectly fine. I'm going to go for Knockoff now. And you're going to send in your Gengar, so that's good. Actually, it's going to kill the Gengar, so that's double good. Okay? Now you're probably going to bring in your Crocodile. No, you're going to bring in your Jirachi. Okay. I want to get rid of your item. You have Ice Punch, damn it! Okay. That just made things a bit more complicated, but it also confirms to me that you're choiced. In which case, I can just safely go into Genesect, go for a wholehearted U-turn, and it's going to be dealing a lot of damage to something, either this thing or that thing. Alternatively, you could just go for another Ice Punch and maybe even freeze me because Serene Grace is a bitch at the worst of times. And even though I've made some great plays there, it could all come falling apart thanks to Mother Hacks, or the Hacks Gods. Mother Hacks? Is that an actual thing? I hope not. That doesn't really have a nice ring to it. Mother Hacks. Mother Hacks. Well, if there is a Mother Hacks, it's probably Jirachi. Anyway, you know what? I'm tired. I want my coffee. Okay, you're going to bring out your Crocodile. That's oh my god, it's just going to die. Well, okay. That's cool. Now, everything I have is weak to or neutral to fire, the only thing that's neutral to fire is Gardevoir. So I'm going to bring out Gardevoir first. You're going to have probably no other choice but to go for Fire Punch. And I'm really hoping Gardevoir can live at least one hit. And after that, I should be fine. And in fact, Aegislash has the King Shield anyway, so I'm fine either way, so... let's not worry about it too much. It's okay, baby. You're gonna win. And I'm just waiting. Okay, you're going to bring out that thing. I'm going to go for Shadow Ball. It's at least super effective. You're going to go for Fire Punch, yes. And the Shadow Ball is going to do a massive amount of damage, but in the end, the Gardevoir is going to die. That's a bit sad. However, you are now going to go down to my Bisharp because I don't really want to bring in the other thing. So let's just go for a Sucker Punch, get rid of that thing, and that should be GG. So thanks for the game, DjAvicii. And that is going to be the end of our video, which seems to have gone longer than many other long things. I probably shouldn't have said that. That's bringing in weird imagery into my head. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscription. And when I say feel free, I mean, if you do it, that's pretty nice. It helps me a lot. Does it? I'm not sure if it does, but I'm going under the assumption that it does. So, yeah. As always, thanks for watching, and I will be hoping to see you next time. I'm not Orangejuice, and I am winking at you, although you cannot see me because I am on the internet. Goodbye.